line tonight between the Eldorado Eagles, ranked number 10 in the Lone Star State, and the undefeated Christoval Cougars. It's going to be a good small-town 2A battle tonight for the district championship. I'm Darren Prater. Vincent Salazar is alongside, man. This is what Texas high school football is all about. You know, I repeat that a lot, but it is. Two towns that aren't that far from each other. They're biggest, fastest kids going to war against each other, and it really means something.
Yeah, it really is. It's a battle right down the highway on I-2, I think 225. Only an hour separation was from San Angelo, maybe about 45, 30 minutes separating these two. But it's going to be a great one tonight there, Darren. When you look at both teams, the Eldorado Eagles, of course, coming off a big win, 61-0 over Menard last week, and the Christoval Cougars literally taking it to the Miles Bulldogs, 55-13. Both these teams undefeated in district. Only one of them is going to come away tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see who wants it more over the other.
The Eldorado Eagles have wins over Brackett, TLCA, Ira Ann, McCamey, Haskell, Miles, Rock Springs, and Menard. Their only loss this year, Vince, was a 26-20 loss to Winners in week 2. Needless to say, they got over that very easily. This team hasn't been scored on in 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good, potent offense that you also see from this Eldorado squad. I mean, last time out, they had 6 touchdowns through the air. 3 of those were on the ground as well. So this is a team that's doing really well offensively. We've seen their defense play earlier back when we went to Miles to watch them play against the Dogs. And, boy, this is a really talented team that's very dangerous, and I think it's going to be a big question to see tonight how the Cougars can try to come out and get an answer offensively against them.
The Cougars were 4-1 in District 8-2A Division II last season. They want that perfect record this year. It's just 1 game away, but Eldorado stands in their way. This year, perfect 9-0 with wins over Harper, Grape Creek, Van Horn, Cross Plains, Winters, Roscoe, Rock Springs, Menard, and Miles. So it comes down to this, the District 8-2A Championship, and it's about to happen. The Eldorado Eagles, ranked number 10 in the state, against the undefeated Christoval Cougars. And we'll be back with the kickoff after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. Yeah, it sounds weird. It's time for the District 8-2A District Championship. Undefeated Christoval, number 10 Eldorado. It's the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. Ready for kickoff. Let's play some football, boys. Don't you love Texas? Line drive kick going past Metter. It's going to be fielded at the 5, 15, 20. Right up the middle, 30. 35, out past the 40-yard line. And a good run by Bo Jolly, the 180-pound sophomore.
Yeah, Bo Jolly does a good job right here, just picking this ball right up the ground. His line in front, able to create a big hole and a great starting position here for the Eagles on their opening drive.
The story begins. Sophomore Kevin Covarrubias has passed for over 2,000 yards this year. He is in charge of this run-and-gun offense. Man in motion. Rolling out to the right side, and he throws it incomplete. Covarrubias, 21 touchdowns this year he's thrown for.
Yeah, he's a really dangerous guy, young man with his feet and his arm. We saw him utilize his feet quite a bit out there against the Dogs, but last week able to get a lot through the air. So we'll see how he can utilize this offense tonight against a very potent Christoval Cougar defense.
Just underway from Eldorado, 3 in the flight pattern. Covarrubias hands off right up the middle to Santiago Hernandez. He's past the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good small run here, but excellent stop there by the Cougars to force up a 3rd down attempt. Try to get this ball back here early.
If Covarrubias is hot, they are very hard to beat. If they're struggling, sometimes they stay with the pass maybe a little too long. Santiago Hernandez is very, very important to this team. They've got to find a balance with him because if he becomes a threat tonight, it makes them more effective. Covarrubias, he's going to go deep. Covarrubias, sideline, incomplete. Was intended for Bo Jolly, and it's incomplete. It brings up 4th down, so we'll have a 3 and out from the Eldorado Eagles on their first possession.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be Bo Jolly there on the defense right there. Caden Rodriguez as the receiver. An excellent coverage there by Jolly, forcing up a big 4th down here with an incompletion.
4th down and 9. See what the Cougars can do.
Punt the ball away for the Eagles. Number 2, Bo Jolly back.
Jolly is back to receive the punt.
Well,
And he lets go of it, but gets it back underway, and there are a couple of Eldorado Eagles on top of him. Sorry about that. I said that Bo Jolly was the intended receiver. The lights are out up here. I looked at the wrong lineup. That was, Caden Rodriguez. He returned the kick as well and did a great job at it. So I want to make sure Caden gets the proper compliments because that was a great kickoff return to start the game. But it's Christoval's turn now. They don't know how to lose this year, and they don't want to start doing it tonight.
It's a really good offense. We saw them a couple weeks back when they took out Winners up in Winners, Texas, in the non-district play. So we'll see how the Cougars do here tonight back on the CSN network.
Braden Wilcox back to throw. He wants to go deep on the first
Picked
play,
off.
and it is picked off. Cooper Metter. Metter gets the interception, and the Eldorado Eagles get the ball right back.
And boy, he's going to wish he had that one back. He had Clay Edmondson wide open on the other side of the field. I mean, going right down the middle, went right in the double coverage, and that was an easy pick there for the Eagles.
That's the 2nd interception this year for Metter. So now Covarrubias and company back on the field. 4 in the flight pattern. Santiago Hernandez, the sophomore, stands to the right of Covarrubias. He's going to run it. Kevin, midfield, steps out of a tackle, and he will go down near midfield.
Looked like it was going to be Braden Wilcox there, rushing in there for the Cougars, getting that big stop.
I believe on the stop for the Cougars. 2 on the play. That'll bring up
Second down for the Eagles. Receiving, Cooper Metter has 503 yards and 12 touchdowns this year for this team. Covarrubias will want to get the ball in his hands as well. He's going to keep it. He's across midfield and down around the 48-yard line. Small pickup for Kevin.
Yeah, it looked like he made something out of nothing. He kind of looked a little bit there that he was trying to hand off to somebody. There was nobody right there with him, so very quickly brought the ball back in and just took off for a little bit of yards.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Metter with the interception to give the Eldorado Eagles the ball back. Now they look to the sideline to get the call from head coach Michael Johnson and company. Covarrubias wants to throw. Clean pocket. Goes deep down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete.
They're going to get a pass interference
There's going to be
flag.
a flag on that one. Yeah, he was basically tackled before he could get the ball. That's Corbin Covarrubias.
Yeah, Covarrubias, he had the good coverage, but just got a little bit too much handsy there, able to force the receiver to fall down. And that's going to draw the flag every time.
Penalties could make the difference in this game. 2 teams that are fairly evenly matched. The last time we saw Eldorado, we noticed they're really big on the defensive line especially. But Christoval has some size as well. Of course, their offensive line has plenty of big guys up there. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, the last time we saw them up against Miles, they were able to create several holes for the offense to run through. I mean, they put gashes in the Bulldog defense, so we'll see what they can do against the Cougars here as they got another chance for one.
Santiago, left side, crosses the 35. He's down to the 33-yard line. Short gain for Santiago Hernandez. 11 touchdowns this year for Hernandez. The Christoval Cougar defense. Luke Jolly is the sack leader. He has 7 this year. Joyner has 6, Wilcox 4. Covarrubias. Kevin looking, pressure coming. He avoids it. Now he's going to go the other way. Middle of the field. 25. Inside the 25-yard line, around the 22 is Kevin Covarrubias.
And boy, what's just some good foot movement there from Covarrubias. Almost got sacked there by 2 Cougars. Able to move around, find the hole just enough to go out and get a first down.
1st and 10 from 31. Second possession for the Eagles after the Metter interception got the ball back for him. Covarrubias is going to run, and he's drugged down from behind. He'll get about the 20-yard line. That is Dustin Shriver, 185-pound senior that made the stop on Kevin.
Gain of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 here for Eldorado.
Eldorado offense, not just Kevin Covarrubias, but his brother Corbin as well, has 190 yards, 6 touchdowns. Rushing.
Covarrubias takes a snap.
He's going to take the snap, and he won't go anywhere this time. Christoval Cougars all over him at the 25. That's going to be a loss. Luke Jolly was in there for the Cougars.
Yeah, we'll take another look at this, see who was able to make
Sebastian Salinas.
On the play, that'll bring us a 3rd down and 13 here.
I definitely saw Luke Jolly in there and Salinas both able to come in there and make a big crush there. It's going to bring a big 3rd down and long here for the Eagles.
Senior Dustin Shriver also in on that. Good heads-up play from the defensive lineman. 3rd down and 13 from the 25 after the sack. That's what they must do tonight. Keep Covarrubias uncomfortable. Cougars showing blitz. Here they come. Covarrubias going deep, and they're going to return the favor and intercept the football in the end zone.
Back-to-back turnovers on 2 different drives, and this one definitely more painful for the Eagles. Had a big chance. Let's watch it here. Simple pass right over the middle. Threw into the safety. An excellent interception in the end zone. That'll bring the ball out here for another chance for Christoval to get something going.
Clayton Edmiston. So that's interceptions on each team's last possession. Clock at 7:10. And now Christoval takes over. Braden Wilcox, the 185-pound junior. He does a lot for this football team, over 1,100 yards and 19 touchdowns, Vince.
Yeah, this is definitely a really good offense, but we got to see what they can do against a potent Eagle defense. First play, they kind of aired it out, hoping for something big, and ended up with a pick.
He's going to keep it. Wilcox across the 30, to the 40, fighting for yards, and out to the 45-yard line.
Wilcox, he is a playmaker for this Christoval Cougar squad, and that's another reason why both these quarterbacks great with their feet. As you see Wilcox again, gets the snap, knows it's going to be a direct run, is able to utilize that hole created by his O-line, just make some guy misses, and does an excellent job getting upfield.
What a run. That's just about 25 yards. David Barejas was one of the guys that got on him along with Santiago Hernandez. Here's the handoff. Josh Fava, left side, spins, now reverses direction. Boy, there's some fight in that kid. Spun around and got the extra few yards to bring him out to the 49-yard line.
And we talked about this, a really good running team last week against the Dogs, able to get 6 touchdowns on the ground. This is a team that can utilize both the ground and the air, but boy, if you get going on their ground game, it's going to be a long day trying to get a stop on them.
Fava is only a sophomore, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns so far. 2 touchdowns receiving. He has 814 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground. Multiple receivers for Wilcox. Left side, Fava. Look at him go, 45. Close to the 40-yard line, and Fava will have a first down.
Yeah, Fava just a very physical wide running back. If we take another look, excellent job there by the offense to call out a multiple play there, force the defense to get spread out, and that allows Fava more of a chance to get going and really just get physical up there with that defensive line.
1st and 10. Now they are in Eldorado Eagle territory. Undefeated Christoval, number 10 Eldorado here in the first quarter with no score.
Wilcox takes the snap.
Fakes the handoff. Wilcox looking for room to go. Now he's going to reverse directions. This could mean trouble. And it is. In trouble. Cesar Garcia got to him first. And that's a huge loss and a sack.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that play from Braden Wilcox. You take another look at it. You know, he was trying to maybe catch something on the outside corner. Thought maybe, well, let's see if I can go back around. But that was a big mistake that time as the Eldorado Eagles were able to catch up to him quick and get a big stop.
Ball is all the way back to their own 47. They had it for 41. Man. 12-yard loss on the sack. Yeah, when he reversed directions, I'm thinking probably not a bad idea, but these kids want to win. Wilcox takes the snap. Wilcox looking. He's going to throw. He's got a man.
Oh, wow.
40-yard line, he breaks free. And all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And just look at the power there of, I believe that's Bo Jolly. Take another look. Excellent pass there in the pocket to Bo Jolly. Jolly makes the catch. He's able to break a tackle, break off Cesar Garcia right there. He's able to go and get pretty much pick up all that yards and get a fresh first down and 10 here for the Cougars.
The one that I incorrectly said ran the opening kickoff. Now we've got it straight. 3rd down and 1 still. Christoval with the football. Wilcox fakes it to Fava, going to keep it. Still on his feet, inside the 30 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it's going to be a good stop down there. I think it's going to be Jakeem Jiricek. And this is a very fast Eldorado defense. We saw this last time out when they played Winters. They're when they played Miles, they're very physical up front and they're very fast. These guys are big, but they are fast. And that's something definitely it's going to be a challenge as this one continues on.
That's Jake and Juracek, the guy that made the stop for the Eldorado Eagles. We'll see him on both sides of the ball. Juracek with 5 sacks this year, by the way. Handoff, Fava, nothing doing. Eldorado Eagles all over him.
That's going to be the big man, Philip Garcia. And once again, like we were just talking about, this defense, though very big, it is fast. I mean, look how quickly they're able to break through the offensive line right here. An excellent job stopping the run.
Edgar Munoz also in there. The Eldorado defense on the line, 297, 212, 249. They have some size, but on the offensive line for Christoval, they do as well. 240, 200, 220. 4 receivers. It's 2nd down and 14 after the sack. Wilcox
picked off.
It's intercepted. That's a 3rd one of the game. 35-yard line.
Boy, and it was a good look from the pass, just a little bit too high over the receiver. You saw him. Let's take another look at it. There's the pass over the middle, right over Jolly's head, and picked off down there by Cooper Metter. Excellent job by Metter to get the turn away, and pretty much on 3 back-to-back drives, it's been turned away each time.
Now, wait a minute. Didn't he get the first one?
I think you're right, Bert. I think
2.
he got the very first pick of the ball game.
2 picks, and it kills a big drive.
So got a call from the official here real quick.
Personal foul called against the Eagles.
Personal foul against the Eagles. I know they're excited to play, and this is a grudge match, but you got to settle down and make good decisions.
Yeah, especially after such a big play right there. So they do get to keep the ball, but you know that takes away pretty good field position here. So now they got to work a little bit more further down the field.
So let's see what Eldorado can do. Their last drive ended with an interception. It's been back-to-back interceptions. Under center, Covarrubias. Looking for Santiago Hernandez, doesn't get far. We'll see him out of the shotgun a lot, but he will bow under center from time to time.
We'll call it 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Eagles.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Eagles try to utilize here on the ground and through the air. You know, they did a good job moving the ball down the field in their first opening drive that just ended up with an interception.
1 yard on the play for Santiago Hernandez.
Pitch back to Luna.
Here's the pitch. This goes to Luna out across the 26-yard line. Nice little gain for Luna. Want to remind you, if you want something to eat while watching the games this weekend, San Angelo To Go Restaurant Delivery delivers all your local favorites. Order at sanangelotogo.com or download the app from the iTunes or Google Play Store. San Angelo To Go, the local way to go. 3rd down and 4 from the 26 for Eldorado. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here in the 8-2A District Championship. There's the pitch back. 35, Luna, or 25, Luna out to around the 27-yard line. Short gain again for Eldorado, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I think right now, smart move just to punt this ball away and fight for field position.
You bet. Cesar Garcia to punt. He's averaging 39 yards a punt. His longest this season is a 62-yarder. Garcia thought he was going to fake it for a second. And a good punt. He's going to get a good Eldorado bounce. 20-yard line inside the 20, and that's where Christoval will set up. They were moving the ball effectively on their last drive, and it ended in an interception.
You know, both these teams right now, both our offenses have done the same thing. They've done a good job moving the ball down the field, but once they get more closer to that red zone territory, they get it, they kind of let it loose a little bit more, and it's really cost them with the, basically in the secondary, it's been these safeties getting back there, tricking them up and getting some big interceptions.
Great way to spend Friday night at Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road after the game on Southwest Plaza. They make the best wings in town, so stop over. After the game, before the game, Friday night, celebrate with Wingstop, Knickerbocker Road in San Angelo. Well, here come the Cougars again. Thanks for joining us on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. Darren Prater and Vincent Salazar doing it. There's the screen pass, left side, 25-yard line.
About an 8-yard gain.
Decent gain, though, 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, definitely not a bad choice to try to start out with the screen pass. That's actually the first screen we've seen of the ball game. Everything else has kind of been out toward the center. So good job there, just picking up some good yards.
Cougars will have it 2nd and 2 on the 26. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Wilcox, 24 touchdowns on the ground this year. Fava, 6 touchdowns. Man in motion for the Cougars on 2nd and 2. Wilcox going to keep it. Wilcox, 25-30, out to the 35. Wilcox gang tackled, still trying, still working, and he has the first down.
And boy, Wilcox, he is just a powerhouse of a quarterback. You see him just trucking right through. Took about maybe 3 Eagles to finally bring him down. But that's going to be good enough for a fresh 1st and 10.
That may be the last play of the first quarter, unless they want to run one more. Clock is at 18 seconds and counting.
Yeah, they can probably just let that run out. They at least got maybe a half a second before.
Well, let's see if they can get the play off. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He gets it off with 1 second. Hand off. Fava with a few, and that's going to be it for the first quarter of play. He's out to the 42. So after 1 quarter of play, Eldorado Christoval tied at 0. Cougs have the ball, and we'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Does your current water softener look like this? It's time to upgrade with Angelo RO Express. We install them right the first time. For water softener rental, sales, and service, call today at 325-277-8611.
Hey, Concho Sports Network fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV in high definition? Well, you can. Install our app, the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. Install them now on either device. Just search Concho Sports. Invite you to check it out to get your best viewing experience. We're about to begin the second quarter. We are tied at 0 in the 8-2-8 District Championship. Undefeated Christoval, number 10, newly number 10 ranked Eldorado. Cougs have the ball. Second down and 5. Braden Wilcox makes this happen. Oh, I think the whistle's blue.
I wonder if it's going to be a false start, maybe.
Probably. It was just kind of halfway snap to Braden Wilcox.
Yeah, they're going to back up the Cougars here. Big break there for the Cougars. Could have been kind of disastrous. That one ended up on the ground. Nobody was ready for that.
Braden Wilcox has 3 games with over 200 yards rushing. He is dangerous, and we've seen how tough these Christoval players can run tonight. Wilcox with Faba behind him. Passes deflected.
Is it live?
Is it a live ball?
I think they're going to blow it dead at the end.
Thought they blew it dead. Philip Garcia got on top of the ball, but
yeah, we'll take another look at it right here. Yeah, it's going to be a pass. It's just a good job by Edgar Munoz getting his hands up there, getting a big deflection on that ball. We saw him do quite a bit against the Bulldogs earlier on, forcing a lot of those, just pretty much getting his hands up there and getting some deflections.
For the Eldorado defense, Metter now has 3 touchdowns on the season, 2 of them tonight. Got to be careful.
Wilcox from the gun, looking for a receiver.
Wilcox looking now the pressure. Wilcox going deep down the field and could have been intercepted again as Corbin Covarrubias, the sophomore, got his fingertips on it.
Yeah, we'll see this right here. We saw Wilcox do a good job, buy some time, go through the middle of the field, almost intercepted. Looked like he was maybe trying to get it out there to Reese Fall. He was able to trip up and almost intercepted, like you mentioned there, partner, by Eldorado, but luckily that one just ended up incomplete.
4th down and 10 from the 37.
Number 52.
Haven't seen much punting tonight. It's just been interceptions back and forth.
Number 3, Cooper Metter back deep to receive.
So Cooper Metter is back to receive. The sophomore stands at the 25. And here's the punt.
Long line drive punt.
He's going to catch it on the bounce.
Fielded by Metter just inside the 20.
Coming this way. 15-20. He evades one tackler, but eventually run out of bounds before he can get to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, definitely dangerous pick up there, picking that ball up that close with so many Cougars on him, but at least able to get a few extra yards.
Now Eldorado. Kevin Covarrubias. Santiago Hernandez, Jake Juracek, Cesar Garcia, Cooper Metter, Eric Reyes. An offense that has scored a heck of a lot of points. They've shut their last 3 opponents out. An interception on the last one, though.
Dropping back, looking for a receiver.
Snap, Covarrubias wants to run. He breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and out past the 38 or the 30-yard line.
That good witness there by Covarrubias. He was trying to see if maybe there was a man open. You see how much time he buys. Look at that space right in front of him. Able to make that move, breaks the first tackle. He's able to get past the second man. And good job just spotting up there, getting a good utilization out of that open yardage to pick up a big first down here.
One thing you can't do is arm tackle him. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 32. Kevin wants to run. He's going to be hit, and that's going to count as a sack. That's a loss.
Yeah, and that's a good job here, just right here by Christoval. They bring in a blitz very quickly here, able to get him on both the left and right side, quickly collapsing on him before he can even get going. Good stop there by the Cougars.
Sebastian Salinas was in on that. Brendan Wilcox as well.
I think they might actually rule that one a sack there, partner. They got this one back 2nd and 14.
Yeah. That's going to be a sack. Several players got a hold of him. He does tend to run around a little too long sometimes. Covarrubias with the screen pass. 30 out to the 35-yard line.
I think Braden Wilcox may have got the most of that tackle, giving up a really good licking there. Right on Santiago Hernandez.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 here for the Eagles.
The Christoval defense, Clayton Edmiston has 7 total interceptions on the season. Third down and 7 from the 35. Christoval crowd across the way, fired up, making noise. Covarrubias dancing, looking. Will he get away? No, he lost his footing, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield as well. That's 4th down.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to make a move out there. We took another look. Covarrubias trying to maybe spot somebody, felt the pressure, so I had to take off and run, and yeah, just slipped. I think he might have just got caught there on the grass there, causing him to fall down, and that's going to be 4th down.
Luke Jolly was right there on him as he slipped. No guarantee he would have made it past Jolly. Jolly has 65 solo tackles this year. He is the leader in solo tackles. On 4th and 11, the punt.
High, long punt from Garcia.
Somebody ran into the kicker, not going to throw a flag. Punt return, 35 to the 40, and out past the 40-yard line is, let's see, Clayton Edmiston.
Yeah, Clayton Edmiston got a good run here. Able to do a good job getting past several Eagles there. And might put this one maybe about the 45, 44. Well, and they're going to mark it at maybe about the 44, 43.
Christoval has shown they can move the ball. They just have to not turn it over.
Wilcox operating out of the gun for the Cougars.
Shotgun, 3 receivers on the top of your screen. Now one comes in motion.
Rolling out to his left.
Wilcox gonna run. Wilcox escapes one tackler, but he will not escape the grasp of David Berejas.
Boy, look at that speed right there. I mean, that was fast by the Eagle defense, immediately getting over there to Wilcox. Take a look. Wilcox trying to break out on the outside, and boy, they were there ready to meet him.
No gain on the play.
The referee got a earful from the head coach of Eldorado.
Yeah, he's still getting it over there.
Coach Michael Johnson getting a little fired up. No score, 8:25 to go. Now, these are teams that have scored a lot of points on people. Not tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be big to see which of these two can find a way to get on the board first.
Historic night in Eldorado. Braden Wilcox finds a little room to run. He's past the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Whole lot of Eldorado Eagles trying to hang on to him.
Yeah, right now they're doing a good job of just kind of slowing down Wilcox. They're going to try to force him to maybe give it to somebody else to see if they can do it, because right now they've been paying attention and they're going to do everything they can to get a big stop on the big man on this drive.
Eric Reyes, the leader in solo tackles for the defense. He has 33. Muniz with 24. Jake and Juracek with 30. 3rd down and 8 on the 46. And now the Eagle crowd rises to their feet. They need the stop here to get the ball back. Somebody's got to put some points on the board. Screen pass from Wilcox. Near midfield.
That ball popped out.
The ball may have popped out. Ball carrier brought down. Not going to be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, he's going to be short. You got to wonder, though, here on this play, if maybe a little bit more easier to think of maybe trying to go for it. Trying to see if maybe that ball popped out. Might have popped out there on the end. It was a big hit.
Number 13, catcher Jordan, I believe, on the receiving end of that pass.
4th down and 2. Are they going to punt it away? No, they are not. No. Riley Workman wide at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. Eldorado fans with the cowbells making noise. And it's timeout. Timeout by Christoval. We'll be back right after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. watching the games this weekend. Going to be some good ones on. You don't want to have to go anywhere. San Angelo To Go Restaurant Delivery delivers all your local favorites. SanAngeloToGo.com or download the app from iTunes or Google Play. San Angelo To Go, the local way to go. Eldorado Eagle fans making noise. We're scoreless with 6:43 to go in the first half. It's 4th and 2 for Christoval. Wilcox from the shotgun. He's going to run it around the left side. They're coming up to meet him, and it's going to be close. I don't think he got it.
No, I think they stopped him.
They stopped him. There's Covarrubias on the stop. Corbin Covarrubias.
Yeah, big stop here. We take another look at it. Looks like he's trying to maybe bust it out on the left corner.
Now look at Covarrubias.
Yeah.
Coming up from that safety position.
Yeah, did a great job. And, boy, just coming up with a lot of speed. This is a speedy defense like we talked about, and a big-time stop to really set up the Eagles here for an excellent chance here in field position.
James Kimball also helped corral him. So Eldorado takes over.
Hernandez alongside Covarrubias in the backfield.
Covarrubias wants to run, and now he does. 40. Covarrubias inside the 40 around the 37-yard line.
Momentum's been shooting back and forth here between both teams, but right now it's clearly on the side of the Eagles. We see it on the run here from Covarrubias. Just really trekking his way down, getting further into Cougar territory.
1st and 10 at the Cougar 36. Again, we're scoreless with just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Kevin Covarrubias, the field general.
On the quarterback keeper on the left field.
On the keeper, 35, around 34, 33-yard line for Kevin Covarrubias.
Gain of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles.
Edmiston, Jolly, both Bo and Luke Jolly, Wilcox, Salinas, Breton, they all have interceptions on this team. 2nd and 7 from the Cougar 34. Covarrubias going deep down the far sideline. Intercepted. It is intercepted. That's number 4 tonight. 2 for each team.
And you know, I was going to bring this up before that pass, partner. Everything we had seen pretty much since the second quarter has been nothing but run, 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 run. Right here, we finally see a pass, but I mean, that is just perfect position right there. Looks like that might have been Kobe Woodfin. I think that was number 8 who came up to make the pick.
According to the roster, it's Kobe Woodfin. Cooper Metter was the intended receiver. So that's 2 interceptions for each team. They get something going, and they throw the ball away.
I mean, and it's like just like that, we saw momentum probably shifting back the other way now, back toward the Cougars.
Wilcox back on the field. They missed out on a 4th and 2, didn't quite get it. And he ran into those big guys in the line for Eldorado on that play. Not much there. Emiliano Hernandez, 297. And he comes off blocks really well. Like against Miles, it's just they would touch him and he was gone.
Yeah, I mean, he was almost impossible to stop by that offensive line by the Dogs. So it's definitely been a challenge here tonight for the Cougars. They've done a good job of slowing him down, but right now he's finally starting to pick up some speed and getting back there behind the line to get some stops.
Offensive line for Christoval, they have a 240-pounder and a 200-pounder, not quite as big. Left side, met at the line of scrimmage. And not much. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a really big 3rd down here for the Cougars. You have no doubt that they're going to have to try to maybe keep it on the ground. If you're going to pass, I'd say maybe go back to that screen pass we saw earlier in the ballgame. Because right now, anything down the field, these safeties are just doing great jobs at disguising themselves, getting interceptions.
Wilcox and Fava both run really tough. They usually don't get stopped. The first defender that touches them. 4 receivers, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Flags, and Wilcox will see that it's blown dead. We'll see what happened.
Thought it might have been encroachment from the defense, but they might rule it the other way as a false start.
.354 on the clock, first half. Somebody needs to get to scoring. Tied at 0.
Yeah, they're going to give it encroachment. Yeah.
It's going to be called against the
That's going to be
Eagles.
close to a first down now.
Push the Cougars far enough ahead for a first
Yeah, I was
down.
surprised they stopped that play and they didn't allow it to keep going and maybe give up the free play there, but still good enough there for the Cougars to get a free first down.
Now, Wilcox looked like he was going to throw it and realized that they had blown the whistle dead. So, fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. It's on their own 18-yard line. Here go the cowbells and the cans from the Eldorado crowd in front of us. Left side, that's Fava. 20 out to the 26-yard line for Fava, brought down by Jake and Juracek.
Yeah, good run here by Fava. So once again, breaking out to the outside, then cuts it back in a little bit. Was able to get at least a good run there.
He sets up the Cougars with a 2nd down and 3.
Juracek with 5 sacks this year. .30 solo tackles for Jacob. 2nd and 3. 3 minutes and counting in the first half, no score. Wilcox throwing. Screen pass, 30 out to the 33-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a late flag, too, after the play. Looks like there's another unsportsmanlike. We'll see who they rule it on.
Bo Jolly, the receiver.
Yeah, this one happened away from the ball out near the quarterback.
We've already had one personal foul for unsportsmanlike tonight. And 4 interceptions. You'd think it's been a sloppy game. It really hasn't. Just some.
They
get a little too greedy on those passes. That's going to be against Cougs.
15-yard penalty he marked off.
15 yards.
And boy, that's just something you can't afford all the way down to your own territory, trying to get a drive going.
2:53 to go. That's going to be inside their 10-yard line.
It looks like it might
inside
be
the 20.
Yeah, inside the 20 at least, maybe on the 18.
After the penalty, it will remain first down, 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
1st and 10.
Wilcox takes the snap on the quarterback keeper.
Wilcox keeps it. Wilcox takes a hard hit. Could have been a late hit there at the end.
Look, you had looked like it was Fernando Romo came in late. Getting a good run by Wilcox.
Okay, so when backtracking, the penalty was against Eldorado because I thought I heard 15 yards. I'm like, that'll be inside the 5.
Yeah, it was kind of a.
Yeah, that would have put him inside the 5. Instead, it puts him out here. Okay.
So, okay, yeah, it was a first down after, so that's probably what brought him back. So it was on the Cougars,
okay.
But yeah, it was after the play.
Looking for a receiver. Looking for some room.
Wilcox slung to the ground after running a whole lot. It was Emiliano Hernandez that put the big stop on him.
There's another flag, I think, flew out after that.
Well, let's just wait and see here. We don't want to speculate. But last one was against Christoval. We had a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, I think the officials just trying to get this one back underhand. This one's getting a little bit out of whack here. We talked about the rivalry between these two. There's really no love lost between the both.
Two towns fairly close together. One undefeated, one ranked number 10 in the state of Texas. Yeah. District championship, all the ingredients. Things getting a little chippy from time to time.
Boy, and this is another one on the Cougars again. These have been 3 personal foul calls on the Cougars. It's just really been hurting them on their drives.
Have all 3 gone against them?
All 3, I believe, have all been against Christoval.
You got to be disciplined. I know it's tough. Everybody's amped up. Under 2 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 26. Get your emotions under control. Handoff Fava left side, nothing doing. Fava brought down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of you have to be really careful with the ball. You don't want to end up all the way backed up into your end zone. They try giving it off to Fava. And boy, I mean, it was just an immediate break there by the Eagle defense getting to him.
Corbin Covarrubias on the stop.
I don't think he got anything.
Ball is at the 7-yard line. They're going to think about it. Timeout call, I believe this time by the Eagles. Before we take a break, just want to let you know, Wingstop is a great place to go on Friday night or any night. After the game, head over to Wingstop, Knickerbocker Road, Southwest Plaza. They make the best wings in town, so stop by before or after the game and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road in San Angelo. We'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Does your current water softener look like this? It's time to upgrade with Angelo RO Express. We install them right the first time. For water softener rental, sales, and service, call today at 325-277-8611.
Back in Eldorado, and you can hear the Eldorado faithful. Third down and 23 for Christoval. No score with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Did you think it would be scoreless this late in the half?
Well, you know, I think it's going to be this. I thought it was going to be close, but I didn't expect it to be back and forth at 0-0.
This is a good old backyard bloody nose brawl going on. Braden Wilcox back in his own end zone. Dumps it off to Fava. Fava 10, Fava 15, and he is hit hard on the play and driven out of bounds by James Kimball.
Yeah, he'll be close to the marker. And boy, that was already a crazy play. We have a flag afterwards too. We'll see. We gotta check and see what this is.
Clock at 1:22. Is he going to wave it off?
And that penalty is being waved off.
Yeah, they're going to wave this one off.
They'll set up a fourth down now.
Fourth down.
At about their own 15-yard line. Fourth down and 12, looks like.
Yeah, at this point, you got no choice. You just got to punt this one away.
Number 52.
And you got to punt it away good.
Back to punt the ball away for the Cougars.
The ball is on the 15-yard line. Metter will receive the kick for Eldorado. The 151-pound sophomore.
Oh, I think he shanked it.
Oh, me. Well, if Eldorado can work fast, they can go into the locker room with the lead at half.
Yeah, a lot of time with a minute 13. I'm not really sure what happened on the kick, but it's just clearly shanked off the kicker's foot.
This could come down to special teams, could come down to extra points.
Yeah, this is going to come down to quite a bit in this ball game. It's just,
you know, at this level, sometimes it's a little shaky on extra points. We've seen that,
yeah,
and man, could mean the difference.
I think we saw that last week out in Winters.
Covarrubias coming this way, 30. Covarrubias turns the corner, 25, and he's knocked out of bounds by Luke Jolly.
Yeah, Covarrubias here, excellent run, breaking out to the corner. Able to break one man there, breaks another tackle, where he's able to at least scramble out of bounds with it. So that's also a really good idea to stop that clock and buy some more time.
1:06, it's 2nd and 1 from the 21. Covarrubias has Hernandez to his left. He's going to keep it again around the left side. He has room. Covarrubias! Touchdown! And the Eldorado Eagles strike first blood. Kevin Covarrubias.
The offense this time around just does a good job of getting a lot of blocks, opening it up for Covarrubias, who's able to find a hole. Take another look at it. He goes great blocking up front for Covarrubias. You actually see Santiago Hernandez getting a big block for him and able to bring that one in the end zone for the opening score.
Extra point attempt. It is good. The extra point is good from Cooper Metter. 7-0. Eldorado on top. We're under a minute to go in the first half. We'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry. You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Faithful right in front of us making noise and happy at the moment. With 56 seconds to go in the first half, they have taken the lead and scored first. It's 7-0 Eldorado over undefeated Christoval. 21-yard quarterback keeper around the left side by Kevin Covarrubias.
Still a lot of time here for the Cougars to try to score pending on what happens here on the kickoff. But once again, that's also going up against a defense who hasn't given up a score in the last 3 ball games.
And still haven't, now it's 3.5 almost, but, well, kick is returned 45 by Bo Jolly, and it's near midfield, so yes.
Yeah,
with 2 timeouts, man.
They use that little pitch kick. We've seen it a couple times at some of these ball games this season. I kind of get confused on why it's utilized right there and then. I'd say just kick it deep and let your defense do a good job of getting a stop, but this is really going to play toward the Cougars, I think, a little bit starting at their own 50.
Of course, kicking it deep gives them more time to get under it and run it back with not too much time left. Thinking about that classic game with John Tyler years ago, the coach regrets kicking it deep. Pass off to Jolly. Jolly 45, Jolly 40. Close to the 35-yard line, and a good run by Jolly.
Yep, basically just run your 2-minute offense here. See another good pass, another screen pass. Able to get a good run, but you also got to try to work your way out of bounds here.
Emiliano Hernandez ran him out of bounds. When 297 pounds hits you at a run, he can sure pack a wallop. 1st and 10 Cougars.
And it looks like you put that out of bounds before the first down.
Now they say he didn't get the first down, that he was out of bounds before. So it's going to be 2nd down now. At the 43. Wilcox going to keep it across the 40, the 35. Tough running, and he will get the first down now. Stop the clock momentarily.
And there's another late flag. I'm not sure what it was, but I saw that official throw up a flag here.
.37 seconds on the clock. Still 2 timeouts for both teams. And now, Vincent Salazar, tell us what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get everything settled here. So let's see. It's going to be a personal foul, and it's on the Cougars. Oh, wait, it is on the Cougars again. That is their 4th unsportsmanlike call in this ball game.
A heated matchup.
And boy, you go into halftime, you have to wonder if that's going to be clearly addressed by head coach Michael Johnson.
Oh, I bet it is.
Because, man, that just killed several of their drives here tonight.
Christoval coach Casey Otto.
Oh, I apologize. That's
they're both going to get a good talking to. 2 teams with a lot of pride, 2 towns with a lot of pride, a lot of good Texas people coming together to have some fun tonight. Wilcox, screen pass, he's got it to Jolly, and Bo Jolly close to midfield.
Still got a lot of time with 24 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Both teams a little more hesitant to air it out with 2 interceptions from each team. Of course, you come out all amped up and excited. Sometimes, a quarterback get a little too excited. Passes just a little overthrown, a little off the mark.
It really does. And right now, not too bad with these screen passes. Much more of a safer route of trying to at least get a completion to your man. You just got to be careful to make sure he can get out of bounds in time.
Jolly run out of bounds after no gain, 2nd and 10. Handoff inside, Fava, midfield. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Barajas brought him down.
It looks like he was able to get out of bounds, and that one was trying to tell where they got him. And, yeah, it does a good job working up right.
So third down and 3. get the first down, stop the clock. They still have the 2 timeouts to work with.
There's still a lot you can do. You still can use those 2 timeouts. You can try to get your guys up quickly to the line and try to spike it.
Riley Workman at the bottom of the screen.
On the quarterback,
Keeper again. Wilcox going to get out of bounds. Cesar Garcia puts him out of bounds. That gives them 10 seconds to work with if they want to, on 4th down, they want to maybe put one up. But
yeah, they can definitely try to go maybe for a Hail Mary. Like we said, you still can do a lot with 2 timeouts. I'm not sure what they would look like with their kicking game.
If Wilcox could run it real fast to get the yardage, it's 4th and 3. They would have they could call a timeout. I don't know. May want to just play it safe. 10 seconds. Full house here in Eldorado. Christoval crowd across the way. Enjoy hearing the bands at halftime.
And a timeout.
There's a timeout.
Here with 10 seconds left to go in the first half of play by the
10 seconds to go first half. We'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Concho Sports Network fans, you want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV in high definition? All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. Install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. Check it out for your best viewing experience. 7-0, Eldorado leads. 10 seconds to go till the half. 4th and 3 for Wilcox and the Christoval Cougars. Gonna put it up.
that
ball may have been picked off.
Might have been picked.
I don't know if it's a tie
the
ball.
Cougars are calling it a catch.
Cougars say
Yeah,
they have it.
that's a
There's
catch.
2 seconds. 2 seconds on the clock.
They got to eat. Well, they got time to get that. It won't start until they get the chains moved, and you got a lot of timeout to call a timeout. Or a lot of time to call that. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, it's caught. I thought that was picked, able to be brought back in for the catch.
Man, a great play from Bo Jolly, the sophomore. One of their big weapons, and there's the final timeout from Christoval. We'll keep it here. We'll be back here in a minute at halftime.
Yeah, at this
Give
point,
you a few thoughts.
At this point right here, you know, like I said, I haven't really seen too much out of the kicking game here for the Cougars, but if they're confident in it, they can try to kick a field goal to at least put 3 on the board before halftime, which would be really big going into the half. Or you can try to go for it all with 2 seconds left and try to tie this ball game back up. But, I mean, you really got no choice but to throw toward the end zone.
Bo Jolly comes through. I don't believe either team has made a field goal this year.
Yeah, so it might just be passed up here into the end zone to see what will happen.
There's a chance. I'm not sure who their field goal kicker would be.
Yeah,
but they're not going to mess with it. 2 seconds to go. Cougars of Christoval trail Eldorado 7-0. Can they get on the board before the half? Wilcox looking for a receiver, and it's incomplete. It hit the ball. It hit the ground before it got to the defender. But either way, that's the end of the first half. A good grudge match, a backyard brawl, as the Eldorado Eagles lead the Christoval Cougars 7-0. We'll be back with our halftime report after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. I'm in Eldorado, Texas, and before a packed house, the Eldorado Eagles, number 10 team in the state, lead the undefeated Christoval Cougars, but only by a score of 7-0. Welcome back to the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Darren Prater. Vincent Salazar is alongside, and Vince, here's how it happened. It's going to be a pretty quick wrap-up. 2 interceptions from both teams. 2 interceptions. They both started off with interceptions and continued to do so. Also a lot of penalties. 0-0 with less than a minute to go in the half. And finally, Eldorado gets on the board. 56 seconds to go as Kevin Covarrubias, a 21-yard quarterback keeper around the left side. Extra points good, and that's where we are, 7-0, Eldorado. But there's a lot of fight in both of these teams, and if they can clean things up a little bit, it's going to be a really good second half, man.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing, we kind of had to look at going in the halftime. One thing that kind of cost the Christoval Cougars three or four personal foul after the play calls. That's going to hurt you every single time. We understand this is a big-time rivalry game, but you got to find a way to stay composed. I expect that to be addressed after halftime. I'm curious to see what's going to happen after the half. And really, I think this ball game is going to trickle down to whoever wants it more. Whoever really is hungry to become that district champion is going to come out here tonight with a win.
High stakes. Of course, they're both in the playoffs. They both could be contenders. You never know. But this is for pride. 2 towns close to each other. It's the district championship. Here are your first half stats here, Vince, compiled by Moneyball Mike, our team statistician. Thank you very much, Mike. Always here to help out, man. We appreciate it. Total yards. Christoval does have 165 total yards. 80 yards for Eldorado. 74 rushing yards for Eldorado to 83 yards on the ground for Christoval. So here's how it goes. Eldorado's leading rusher, of course, Kevin Covarrubias, wearing number 33 tonight. He was the leading rusher, had 12 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown. For Christoval, Braden Wilcox, it's the tale of the quarterbacks tonight on rushing. He had 10 carries for 48 yards. In the air, Covarrubias only 6 yards passing. Santiago Hernandez, his back, was the leading receiver, 1 catch for the 6 yards. And Christoval, Wilcox, 82 yards in the passing department. Bo Jolly has played a good game. He was the leading receiver. He had 4 catches for 65 yards. Here's where things have gone awry for both teams. Interceptions. Both quarterbacks have 2 interceptions apiece. Penalties. Eldorado, only 2 penalties for 10 yards. And that's helped them a lot because both teams can move the ball. But for Christoval, the penalties. Like you were saying, Vince, 5 penalties for 65 yards. And some of them, we don't know the exact situation, may have been kind of just boneheaded things and getting a little too amped up about the game. So once again, your total yards, 165 for Christoval, 80 for Eldorado, but it is the Eldorado Eagles that have the hometown crowd excited, and they have the lead. So looking forward to a good second half coming up, man. This could be one of those knockdown, drag-out, close, comes down to the last-minute things.
And I think it will. I'd be curious to say if this one could even go into overtime the way these two have battled here tonight. Like I said, it's really going to come down to who wants this ball game more. And as the famous quote goes, big-time players step up in big-time games. So I expect to see that also going down to the wire in this ball game tonight.
The number 10 team leads the undefeated team, but barely. 7-0. The players are coming back out onto the field, and we are ready to go. The final week of the regular season. Eldorado Christoval will be back with the third quarter after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Chad Blackman.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Does your current water softener look like this? It's time to upgrade with Angelo RO Express. We install them right the first time. For water softener rental, sales, and service, call today at 325-277-8611.
Deep to receive for the Cougars.
We are back in Eldorado, the 2A District Championship. The Eldorado Eagles lead the Christoval Cougars 7-0, and we are ready for the second half kickoff. This is going to be a great second half. Edmiston back to receive the kick for Christoval. Fans on both sides making a lot of noise tonight. Here's the kick. It's a line drive. Edmiston's going to take it at the 20, 25, Edmiston 30, heading toward the sideline, and out around the 35-yard line. They'll give him the 34. So a good return from Edmiston, about 15 yards, to set up the Cougars 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line, moving left to right.
Yeah, could be good starting field position here for the Cougars. Like we said, one thing we'll have to see that was addressed at halftime was these personal fouls. Definitely going to have to see how they utilize slowing those down here in the second half if they want to try to find a way to score here in the ball game.
Cougars in white, Eagles in their red jerseys, white pants. Here's the handoff, left side. Fava, 40, 45, out to around the 40. Yeah, we'll give him the 45 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, good run here by Fava on the first run of the half. Take another quick look at it. Just a simple handoff to Fava, able to get some blocks up front, and a good run, just trying to work his way out of bounds near his bench.
Ball is at the 46-yard line officially. Cougs were able to move the ball in the first half, but 65 yards worth of penalties really hurt them, plus two turnovers didn't help either. Left hand, left side, Fava, driven backwards by that big Eldorado defensive line.
And it's funny when you looked at those stats at halftime, partner, the Cougars actually outgained the Eagles on the ground. It's just, once again, you have to kind of wonder how those penalties kind of just killed those drives, and it might have been a different score without those.
Of course, Eldorado had 2 turnovers as well, but only 2 penalties for 10 yards. Big difference. 2nd down and 8 now. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Just underway in the second half. Eldorado leads 7-0 over Christoval. Braden Wilcox gonna keep it, and here goes Wilcox. He's quick across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. He's gonna be close to a first down, but not there.
Yeah, he'll be pretty close. The way the coaching staff on the Eldorado side were jumping, thought the ball might have came out, but I think that one was down. But Wilcox able, like you said there, partner, able just to kind of take off like a bullet. And then he's just immediately met by a wall of Eagles. That's going to be a good run for a fresh 1st and 10 here.
Wilcox, the 185-pound junior, the 180 sophomore Josh Fava will stand next to him out of the shotgun offense. Bo Jolly has been his #1 receiver tonight. He's going to be at the bottom of the screen.
Wilcox from the gun. On the keeper up the middle.
Wilcox up the middle, and he is met by all the beef of the Eldorado defense and will go nowhere.
Yeah, we see on this drive so far, they're trying to switch it around with Fava and Wilcox to try to catch the Eagles off guard. This time around, though, paying attention on Wilcox, and good read by the defensive line to get a stop on him.
Loss of a yard on the play. Ball is at the 46-yard line of Eldorado. I believe they've only been in Eldorado territory once. Blitz coming. Left side Fava. Somebody grabs a jersey, and they're going to bring him down from behind, and that's another loss for this Christoval offense. Jake Inuricek, the senior, gets the stop.
Yeah, once again, just trying to maybe get something on the outside left corner. Had trips on the left side, but Still just a great job to get back there quickly by the defensive line, forcing that stop for what could have been a big gain.
Now it's 3rd down and 14. Been keeping it on the ground so far here in the 3rd quarter.
Wilcox brings his men to the line.
Braden Wilcox from the shotgun.
Dropping back, looking
Deep
forward.
drop, Wilcox. He's got a defender on him, makes a move and gets out, gets away from him. Now throws it to the sideline. Ball
I mean, incomplete.
is incomplete. I believe that's Bo Jolly that he tried to hit. And he took a vicious hit on the play as well.
Yeah, something broke down there. They had a man wide open all the way near our side on the 40. They just cannot complete over to him. And
So 4th and 14. Get a good punt here, though. That will be good.
Number 52.
Get them back deep in their own territory.
They bunt the ball away for the Cougars. Sending Metter back to receive the punt.
Cooper Metter will receive the punt as he trots back inside the 20-yard line.
Wilcox gets the punt on.
Wilcox with the punt. It's a high one, and it's going to take a Christoval bounce. Good one.
ooh, wow.
And takes a favorable Cougar
And that's
bounce.
going to set up the Eldorado Eagles in the shadow of their own goal line at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Want to remind you, if you want the perfect spot to eat before or after the game, head over to Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Southwest Plaza. They make the best wings in town. Stop by before or after the game and celebrate or drown your sorrows with Wingstop, Knickerbocker Road in San Angelo. Darren Prater and Vincent Salazar. Moneyball Mike, our statistician, with us tonight. 7-0 Eldorado lead. They have the ball, but on their 5-yard line after a good punt.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far moving the ball down the field tonight, but this will be a definite test for them right now, backed up with their backs behind next to the wall.
Only touchdown tonight has been from quarterback Kevin Covarrubias. Covarrubias takes. Covarrubias stiff arms a defender, but he will not get away. And he's going to go down for a loss. It's at around the 3-yard line. And Josh Fava grabbed him first.
Yeah, Covarrubias trying to break out to the right side, tried to take the hole up the middle. That closed quickly, so he's trying to get out, but he was met immediately by Fava. And that's going to be a big 1-yard loss there.
Second down and 11. Ball is on the 3. They've done a decent job grabbing hold of Covarrubias, except on the score, of course. Hernandez gets the ball. He's out across the 5, and he is spun down just past the 5-yard line.
Jolly alongside Shriver.
Dustin Shriver and Bo Jolly on the stop.
3rd down and 7 coming up here for
Bring
the
up this
Eagles.
big 3rd down here.
3rd and 7. Christoval crowd standing up. They need this stop. They could get some great field position if they make them punt here. Going to take their time. 16 seconds left on the play clock. Game clock is at 7:35 in the 3rd. 3 receivers.
Covarrubias from the gun.
Hernandez stands to the left of Covarrubias, rolling out to throw a bullet pass, and this one's caught. 20-yard line, out close to the 25-yard line. It's Corbin Covarrubias, but there's a penalty marker down.
Yeah, and it was a great pass, too, right there. Able to spot Covarrubias open. Just a good job playing that defense. They were playing really loose back there in the secondary.
Roughing
the passer on Christoval. That's about, what, 80 yards now in penalties?
Yeah, that's about 80 yards now. That's a 15-yard penalty on the end of that one, and that's, once again, just been the one kryptonite tonight here for the Cougars.
They had him on the 3-yard line. Now they're going to have a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, you can't do that.
No, definitely not. It's just the little things you have to try to correct here in this ball game, and you really can't afford them here in the second half.
Handoff Hernandez. And when he becomes a big weapon in the game, when he has a good night, it takes a lot of the pressure off Covarrubias.
It really does, and it allows for more weapons, offensive weapons to be used on the ground. So another great job by getting Hernandez involved here, and it's going to be a big challenge still for the Cougar defense stopping him.
11 touchdowns rushing for Santiago Hernandez, only a sophomore. They do have some youth on the team. 2nd and 1 on the 48. Kevin Covarrubias gonna take it. And a good run. In Christoval territory, he'll be down inside the 45. I would say the 43.
Yeah, just like that. Another good run, keeping this drive alive. Just another excellent run. And it's all thanks to the big guys up front, creating blocks up there, opening up these lanes.
Started on the 5. They got a loss. Covarrubias sacked. And roughing the passer penalty ended all that good time. Santiago Hernandez, 40. Close to the 45-yard line. He is upended and knocked out of bounds. Bo Jolly was one of the defenders that got him, along with Luke Jolly.
Yep, Santiago Hernandez once again now bracing out to the outside corner, and they're really starting to get used to breaking it out to the outside and really forcing this defense to kind of stretch themselves out.
Just under 6 minutes to go. 7-0 Eldorado leads. And they have a good run from Kevin Covarrubias. 20-yard line inside the 15. And if it weren't for Bo Jolly grabbing him by the foot and slowing him down, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, now this ground attack's doing exactly what they want. And that's thanks to the O-line up front. Once again, just a lot of physicality up there, creating those blocks. And boy, right now they're in the red zone of the Cougars again.
Well, this season, Eldorado, they sometimes get stuck doing one thing. Either they throw a lot or they run a lot. But it was a good pass reception that helped get them some of these yards. And the penalty, of course. Covarrubias left side. 10-yard line, out of a tackle. 5-yard line, diving for the goal line.
Give them 1 yard short.
1 yard short. Once again, I believe it was Jolly that saved the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it was Jolly right there. He was able to force it. We take another look at it with Covarrubias, able to move, able to get past one, and yeah, it's going to be that hit right there, knocks him off balance. If not for that, that's a touchdown.
Bo Jolly not giving up. Covarrubias is going to run. He's hit, though, and spun around and dropped short of the goal line.
Yeah, he's going to be short again here. That'll bring up 2nd down. So still 2 more chances to try to get this ball in the end zone. And if you're Christoval, you're doing everything you can to stop that. You don't want to find yourself down. 14-0 is usually a score you're pretty confident to come back from, but on a defense like this, that's pretty much stopped teams 3 straight weeks in a row. That's not what you want to be down by.
2 tight ends out of the wishbone. They give to the first man through, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Eldorado.
They gave it to Edgar Munoz, the big man, who just basically took it up the left side for the touchdown.
Edgar Munoz, and it's 13-0 Eldorado as the Eldorado faithful celebrate and make some noise. Extra point to come. Jonathan McGee is 2 for 2 tonight. 14-0 Eldorado. 4:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Does your current water softener look like this? It's time to upgrade with Angelo RO Express. We install them right the first time. For water softener rental, sales, and service, call today at 325-277-8611.
Lead the Christoval Cougars 14-0. They had it on 2nd and goal, and Munoz gets in out of the wishbone formation. He was the fullback. He got in. McGee's extra point good. Leaves us at 14-0. Can the Cougars come back? They got to stop committing penalties for one.
Yeah, that's going to be the one major factor for them to get back in this ball game.
Along the line drive,
Oh, boy, here's a run right here, though.
Edmondson, 45, and slung backwards, but a good return and good field position for them to try to get back in this one, trailing 14-0. Edgar Munoz, the 165 senior, on the last score for Eldorado. Eldorado.
And just like you mentioned there, Edmondson with a good run, putting his team in a good position here to try to make a drive. And, you know, they've done a good job like we mentioned. But, you know, what they have been successful doing is they can't be one-dimensional here. They got to find a way to once again equal out both their passing and run plays in this ball game and try to find a way to get something on the board here and now.
Left side keeper for Braden Wilcox. Not much there. This Eldorado defense is pretty salty.
Yeah, right now, you know, that's definitely the guy they've been paying an eye on is Wilcox. They started doing so in the second quarter, and that's continuing here into the second half. And, you know, Wilcox is the guy that's going to make some plays, but he's got to find a way to get his other playmakers involved, too, to really find that big play they're trying to get.
The Eldorado defense, Eric Reyes, 4 sacks. Jake Yuracek has 5. Wilcox from the gun. Wilcox firing to the right side, and the pass is caught by Jolly past midfield and into Eldorado territory.
That was a good play there by Bo Jolly. It was another screen pass right there. He actually had 2 guys on him. Forces the first Eagle a miss. We take a look here. Jolly makes the catch, dodges the first man, is unable to get away, I believe, from Elias Luna, but still a really good job getting a good game there.
Elias Luna, the senior. Some great seniors on these teams, but a decent amount of youth as well. They should still be good in the years to come. Wilcox going to keep it, making moves. Wilcox, 40. Wilcox out of a tackle. 30. Sideline around the 25-yard line. First down, and a good game for the junior Braden Wilcox.
Yeah, that was a big run by Wilcox. I thought for sure back here, you take another look, almost got caught there by an Eagle, but able to kind of squiggle away out there, and then he just busted out. And a really good run there to help them get further down into Eagle territory.
First and 10 on the 25. They score quickly, and there's plenty of time. 3 minutes to go in just the third quarter. Wilcox hands off to Faba, and look out. That's a sack. Faba goes nowhere. Philip Garcia on the sack.
Yeah, I'm not clearly sure what happened there, if it was just a misread or what. We take another look. There's a snap. And it might have been just a misdirection, but, I mean, you immediately saw Frankie Villanueva just kind of running in out of nowhere. I don't know if maybe he was coming off a blitz or he was unblocked, but that's kind of what shut down that run right there.
Garcia wearing 62. That was, I didn't notice it was 52. So good job handling that. Wilcox dropping, pressure coming. He's got a man right on him, and he slips and falls down. Oh, no. It's going to be a loss of around 7 yards.
Yeah, that's the second slip we've seen today here on the field.
And Frankie Villanueva was the guy that brought the pressure on the play.
I mean, he's a really big, quick guy out there as well on the defensive line, and there's no surprise he was out there. Probably one of the major reasons as to the pressure.
1:54 and counting to go in the third quarter. Now, the first down at the 25 has become third down and 8 on the 32-yard line. But they are still in Eldorado territory.
Yeah, you don't have to try to get it all here at once. Just try to get what you can and play for 4-down territory.
Biggest third down of the game so far. Wilcox, pressure coming, steps up, wants to run, now drops back and throws. He's going deep. Almost intercepted. Incomplete inside the 5-yard line, and it is fourth down.
Yeah, I want to take another look at this. Let me see. Looked like he might have got a bit there too early on his receiver, yeah. That might have been pass interference. They didn't call it, but looked like he might have got touched a little early.
There was a flag that went down. They did get him. Yeah,
oh, they did? Okay, never mind, they got him.
So they get a break. A penalty from the other team helps them, finally. It's going to give them a fresh set of downs.
And boy, that's a big break, too. That was third down and 18 there.
Got to be careful with desperation passes like that. Sometimes you Got to get a yard or two of the line of scrimmage and play it safe.
That sets up a first down and 10 for the Cougars. Deep in Eldorado territory around the 18-yard line.
They're on the 18. They were at the 25 before the loss, and they got it all back on the penalty. Wilcox looks like he wants to run, and he does. Wilcox stays. If he stayed in bound, he scored.
I think
and he's rolling out of bounds.
yeah, he's going to be out of bounds. He's going to be out of bounds maybe about the 6 or 5. But yeah, he was pretty close there.
Still, though, very close.
Looks like they rolled him out of bounds about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so he'll be right there for first and goal here.
So first and goal from the 5-yard line. 1:16 to go in the third. They score here, just a 7-point game. Very doable. Now the Christoval Cougars offense is starting to flex their muscles. Jolly wide right, 2 to the left. Handoff, here's Fava. Fava coming left side. Will they get him? They do. They knock him out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they try to break it out loose to the left side with Fava again. He tries to break it on, and it's opened up for a little bit, but then you see Corbin Covarrubias quickly breaking out on the left side, catching him. And if not for that, he's probably going into the end zone.
The Covarrubias boys can play some ball on both sides of the field. Christoval, second and goal. Ball is on the 3. They'll send 3 wide receivers. 2 backs by Wilcox. Wilcox wants to keep it. He's in deep trouble. Throw the ball.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of it.
Now he's going all over the place.
Yeah.
You've got to throw this
There's going to be
away.
a flag somewhere for a hold.
It's caught.
And it's caught by Edmiston.
And that's going to be close to a score by Edmiston. Did he get in? He did.
He's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
That's a Cougar touchdown. Did you see the flag? A flag go down?
No, I thought
Okay.
maybe usually on most type of plays you're going to get a hold
Right.
somewhere from your line. That's why I was saying you got to get it out quick.
Clayton Edmiston.
I mean, that was just a lot of time bought. Ball comes out. Beautifully caught. I'm surprised that nobody was over there on Clayton Edmiston.
I think they were on him, but just thought the play was about to be over.
I guess so. That's why you can never really give up until you hear that whistle.
I thought, just throw it away. Don't take a loss like that. Edmiston was open, and Clayton Edmiston scores. Cougars back in the game. Extra point is good.
Oh, and there's going to be a flag. They
Uh-oh.
made a collision with the kicker, and he's down.
Oh, no. Josh Miller. That's Brendan Wilcox.
Yeah.
Brendan Wilcox, he's up, though.
Offsides being called here against the Eagles. The point after will stand. 50
So
seconds
it was
left
the
to go
Eagles
in the third quarter of
offsides,
play. A tight ball game
and that's
now.
the only
Eldorado's
thing.
go
They're going
off
to decline that.
14.
Boy, we have a game. Get ready. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. 14-7. Eldorado hangs on to their lead, but those Cougars of Christoval, they're coming back. And we'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
After the score, that brings in number 52, Brendan Wilcox.
The Christoval Cougars are back in this game. Our score from Eldorado. The Eldorado Eagles 14, the Christoval Cougars 7. Wilcox connects with Clayton Edmiston, the 160-pound junior, for a touchdown. He caught it inside the 5-yard line and then got into the end zone. But even though they were on the 3, Wilcox threw it from What, the 30-yard line?
Yeah, about the 30-yard line. But the one thing they have to be happy about is they probably got that big monkey off their back, because after that one, that officially has killed the streak, as that is now the first points given up by the Eagles for the last 3 football games.
You are correct, sir. Thank you for pointing that out. Clayton Edmiston ended it with a Wilcox ran to his right. He ran to his left. I'm thinking, throw it away, man. This is bad. Defenders on him. And, hey, great play.
And like we usually see, you know, sometimes you also get caught with a hold down there with your guys trying to buy you some more time. And amazingly, you know, nobody was caught holding, and just a really crazy play for Edmiston to be open like that.
And now Covarrubias goes back to work. Handoff to Santiago Hernandez, tries to reverse direction, finds a little bit of room out past the 35-yard line. Clayton Edmiston, coming into this game, had 224 yards and 5 touchdowns, so make that 6 for Edmiston.
Yeah, he's done a really good job here, especially here in the second half, moving the ball down the field for the Eagles. And they're definitely going to need him here in the second half to keep them alive in this ball game, only leading by 7.
Clock is at 20 seconds. Eldorado may not snap it again. They certainly don't have to.
Yeah, I think they got like a second or 2 differential there between the game and play clock.
Well, here's the scenario. Undefeated Christoval trails 14-7. Number 10, Eldorado. They lead the game. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Knockdown, drag out coming up. We'll be back with the 4th quarter of the district championship coming up next on Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
I want to remind you, if you want the perfect spot to eat before or after the game, head to Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Southwest Plaza. They make the best wings in town. Stop by before or after the game on Friday night. Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, San Angelo. 4th quarter of this knockdown dragout begins. 14-7, Eldorado leads Christoval in the District 8-2A Division II Championship. Eldorado with the ball back after the Clayton Edmiston Christoval touchdown to finally get them on the board. Darren Prater here with Vincent Salazar. 1 more quarter to go, 14-7, and this is a major grudge match, and this is just a good old backyard fight.
Yeah, I mean, this one's been fun. You know, a lot of these games this season we've seen, you know, one team usually they're able to find a way to get the momentum and hold on to it. In this game, both teams are just kind of taking it back and forth with each other. Nobody clearly has the full-out momentum.
Covarrubias throws, and he has Corbin Covarrubias past the 35-yard line.
Excellent pass there, able to get him on the post route.
That's going to be a first down. Yep.
Yeah, good job there, just kind of rolling out left, able to spot his man for a big pickup for a 1st and 10.
Corbin has 190 on the ground, 790 receiving. One of his brother's favorite targets. Here's the keeper from Covarrubias of the Kevin variety. 40-yard line, and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, another good pickup here for the Eagles.
15, I believe. Carpenter.
They're doing a really good job on the ground.
Get him a few yards.
Play sets up a 2nd down and 7 here for Eldorado at their own 40-yard line.
Santiago, the sophomore back, wearing number 10 tonight, Santiago Hernandez. He's gotten the ball quite a few times. 2 interceptions for each team, 4 for the game. Covarrubias throws, and it's caught, 45-yard line.
Boy, what a great catch out there.
Jake and Juracek
Yeah, by taking Yurichek, like you mentioned, their partner with an excellent catch. And boy, look at this. He'll take a hit right there and able to still just pop right back up.
3rd down and 7. Christoval can get this stop there, doing well. Make that 3rd down and 1. Covarrubias should be able to get it. But it's going to be close, I'll tell you what.
That's going to be real close.
Wow, Josh Fava grabbed a hold of his jersey and wouldn't let go.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe on that spin he was able to get enough forward progress. No, they'll say he won't get nothing. So that'll be a big 4th down here, partner. And it goes back to, like you mentioned there, where Fava was able to just grab a hold of that jersey.
Fava was not giving up on that, and he did a great job getting to him.
I think this is kind of a tricky call right here. You could try to go for it on 4th and 1 and get the 1st down. But I think it might be wiser just to try to maybe punt this ball away and play field position here, especially with the up 7 points. And look like they'll bring out the chain gang here first.
Just to make sure, with 10-12 to go in the 4th quarter. Eldorado leads 14-7.
Yeah, he's going to be
They're saying
short.
about a yard
short. He wasn't very close.
Yeah. Great job by the Christoval defense. They came through when they needed to. The question is, will they go for it or not? Will Eldorado go for it or not?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question here, because at the same time, if you're Eldorado, you'd be happy with a good 1st and 10 here, but you do not want to give it up right now. In this position, back to the Cougars, who are eager to get the football back.
Yeah, and they caught fire on their offense the last drive. They got a little help from a penalty. 2 tight ends out of the wishbone.
Oh, they jump.
Looks like somebody jumped on the offensive line, and they sure did.
Yep.
It's going to make it 4th and 6.
Yeah, I think now at this point you probably would have liked the punt. Trying to see who that was. He might have made the jump out there.
I believe it was the tight end on the far side, the left side.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to remind everybody, want something to eat while watching the game, San Angelo To Go restaurant delivery delivers all your local favorites. Order at sanangelotogo.com or download the app from the iTunes or Google Play Store. San Angelo To Go, the local way to go. 4th down and 6. Eldorado will wisely punt it. There's nobody back to receive it in case of the fake. And it is a punt. Long kick. Takes an Eldorado Eagle bounce inside the 10-yard line. And Christoval will be very deep in their own territory. They've won the battle of field position this quarter. It's really helped them out a lot.
Yeah, so now we'll see them trying to work their way back. You know, the last time out when they were kind of drawn back, they did a good job moving it, but it was all those, late personal fouls that really drove them back. So if they can find a way to avoid those on this drive, expect them to maybe try to make a move here, trying to get themselves back into Eagle territory.
Christoval with the football on the 7-yard line, 1st and 10. They trail by 7 in the district championship. Trying to remain undefeated. Wilcox up the middle. Brayton Wilcox, 20 to the 30-yard line. Right up the middle, a good gain and a good job by the offensive line of the Cougars.
Well, just like that, the Cougars able to make themselves a pretty good little hole here getting out of it. Excellent job there by the O-line up front, making that hole for Wilcox, and Wilcox able to bring this one all the way back up pretty close to the 30. Actually, about the 30-yard line.
Their score was on their last possession. Wilcox to Clayton Edmiston on a 2nd and goal, but he rolled back so far he threw from almost the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 30. Cougars on the move. Handoff goes to the left side, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Eldorado Eagles all over him on the play.
Yeah, just once again a good read there by the defensive line of Eldorado.
Bo Jolly on the carry. He's gotten quite a few tonight. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Can't afford any mistakes at this point.
No, you still got a lot of time right now, but really right now you can't afford any mistakes if you want to at least try to tie this ball game back up.
Salinas is wide to the bottom of the screen. They'll go the other way. There's a reception across the 40, across the 50. And down near the 46-yard line, the ball may have come
Ball might have
loose.
popped out, but I think
They still have it.
Yeah, I was going to say it's still with the Cougars. And that was an excellently executed screenplay right there. We take another look at it.
Bo Jolly.
Yeah, Bo Jolly with the screen, able to get some blocks up there. And, I mean, he turns on the jets as soon as he gets the ball. Able to bring it inside the 50, and they're working their way deeper into Eldorado territory now.
Using their quickness. Wilcox is quick. Jolly is quick. Trying to get away from these big defenders on that Eldorado defensive line. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 on the Eagle 46-yard line for Christoval. And Fava across the 45, and a nice little gain for Josh Fava, the sophomore. Clock moving at 7:40. It's 2nd down and 7. No need to get in too big of a hurry.
Yeah, definitely not right now. Where the position you're at right now, you can kind of take your time just a little bit. You still got 3 timeouts to work with. And you definitely got to kind of wonder who you would want to have the ball at the end of this ball game, because whoever has it last could either tie it or win the ball game.
Wilcox and Covarrubias make these offenses click. They've both done well tonight, minus the interceptions, 2 apiece. Deep drop from Wilcox. He's going to go deep down the middle of the field. Intercepted. Intercepted. 20-yard line.
I'm honestly not sure what Wilcox. I'm not sure what he saw. He had pretty much Metter. I mean, right there, clearly in position. You see him throw right over center. Threw it pretty much in the triple coverage. And boy, I don't know.
He was trying to hit Jolly on the play. And Metter comes up with his 3rd interception.
How about his
night.
3rd pick of the night?
That'll bring back in senior quarterback Kevin Covarrubias.
So Kevin Covarrubias goes back to work.
And this could be big for Covarrubias. If he can find a way to get a touchdown here for the Eagles, they can really put the pressure here on the Cougars.
That could put it away. But Christoval, the Cougars have a little something to say about that as they stop him after a very short gain.
Tristan Bratton for the Cougars.
Yeah, if you're the Cougar defense, you got to come up with a 4th down here.
Luke Jolly, the senior on the stop. 2nd down and 10. Good heads-up play from Luke Jolly. Joined on this defense by Bo Jolly, wearing number 2, Luke wearing number 9. Covarrubias with a man-in-motion shotgun. Low snap brings it under control. Covarrubias throws, and the ball is incomplete.
They definitely like the look there. Try to get it off the kind of that run here. See, he's able to carry it out right. Had a man open, almost intercepted, actually a little bit ahead.
That's App Salinas that almost had the interception, and good coverage from App on the play.
Yeah, so there's a big 3rd down here, and that incompletion, the clock will at least stop here.
Huge 3rd down. Christoval's not going to get that many more chances to tie this game. They've got to stop him here with 6:17 to go. They have all 3 of their timeouts, both teams. Covarrubias, 3 receivers. He's going to roll to the left and keep it. Covarrubias, 30. Covarrubias still on his feet past the 40. 1st down at the 44-yard line. Kevin Covarrubias on the keeper.
Yeah, big 1st and 10 there by Covarrubias, able to keep this drive alive. And boy, I mean, that's just once again thanks to his offensive line up front, able to basically hold up front. The defense was trying to sell out maybe toward the center.
They're going to call it back for a hold.
Wow.
That's 2 breaks on the last couple of possessions that have helped Christoval.
Boy, that's a real big one, too.
With all the penalties they had in the first half, Eldorado is shooting themselves in the foot here in the 2nd.
Yeah, they're kind of doing this here now. That was really late personal fouls, but still big-time penalties that are backing them up and giving the Cougars a chance.
Here from their own 17-yard line.
So it's 3rd down, 17 from their own 17-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in this contest. Kevin Covarrubias. Pressure coming, and he's dropped. Dropped inside the 15-yard line.
Now
that's Luke Jolly.
That's going to be a big stop there for Luke Jolly. I mean, you could definitely say they were bringing a blitz here. Had some time, but Jolly is able to get in there, and he gets the sack.
That's the Jolly of the Luke variety, the senior. 4th down and 20 from the 14. The Christoval Cougar defense did what they had to do. Can the offense get this thing tied up?
Yeah, they're going to have really good field position here depending on the kick.
Here's the kick, a high booming kick. Taken inside the 50. Edmiston slung to the ground on the play. And the Eldorado fans like that. That was a violent kind of hit.
Yeah, they think it was a legal hit. It wasn't a WWE type of slam, but boy, he was able to take him down quickly and not allow him to break out and try to get something even better.
Caden Rodriguez on the stop. And now we see Cooper Metter raising his hands in the air, getting these Eldorado Eagle fans to make some noise. They need it. It's 1st and 10 from the Eldorado 46. 14-7, Eagles lead it. Wilcox looking to run. Wilcox makes a move. 40, Wilcox close to the 30-yard line, out of bounds. Good run from Braden Wilcox.
And boy, he was feeling the pressure right there. I mean, they brought a blitz right on Wilcox. Almost got caught by Eric Reyes, but able to find a way to break out. Got some block from his line and able to break it out.
Braden Wilcox and Kevin Covarrubias, they both seem to be saying, just put this game on my shoulders. Let it go. Let it go on my shoulders.
Kind of goes back to what I mentioned in the halftime. Big-time players really step up here in big-time games.
That's right. Keeper up the middle and dropped after a short game. David Barajas, 211-pound junior, one of the tacklers on the play. Not a bad game. 2nd down and 6. That's 4 yards.
Yeah, definitely. You'll definitely be happy with that. Anything close to convertible.
Time is of the essence, though. We're going to be down to 4 minutes in the game after this play. 3 in the flight pattern for Braden Wilcox. Wilcox hands off. It's Fava. Fava across the 25, and Fava will be close to a 1st down.
And at the same time, you know, if you're Christoval, you kind of do want to have the clock running, because if you know that the Eagles are going to have one more shot at it, you barely want them to have any time left on the clock to get into a position to win this ball game.
3rd down and only a yard from the Eagle 23. Wilcox looks to the sideline. Wilcox going to throw. Tipped in the air, and it's going to be picked off. It is picked off.
Is it picked off?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
picked off
Elias
on the tip.
Luna.
Elias Luna on the tip drill.
Well, we'll take another look at it here. Tried to get the pass out to Bo Jolly. And yeah, it sure was. I thought maybe that ball had hit the ground, but no, Elias Luna able to catch that thing before it hits the ground. Excellent job by Luna to get a hands on it.
Christoval was knocking on the door. All they needed was a yard, and the way that Wilcox has run, they tried to surprise him with the pass. Tipped in the air and intercepted by Luna. Covarrubias turns a flip. He is upended on the play.
If you're the Cougars, you can get one more chance at this, but you have to get a 4th down. And pretty soon you're going to have to even wonder about utilizing those timeouts.
The defense did what they had to do, had them in great position, and tried to catch him off guard with the pass. Did not work. The Eldorado defense snipped it out.
And right now, this is really smart here if you're Eldorado. Just take all the time you want. Because even if you give this ball back to Christoval, you want them not to have much time to really put the stress on them.
Covarrubias pitch to Hernandez, 25-yard line. Christoval, defenders all over him, and they stop him in his tracks.
Number 59, I believe, on the stop, Bratton.
And it looks like they'll call a timeout.
Yeah, they need to do that. That will leave them with 2. We'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Does your current water softener look like this? It's time to upgrade with Angelo RO Express. We install them right the first time. For water softener rental, sales, and service, call today at 325-277-8611.
.225 to go for the district championship. Can the Eldorado Eagles hang on? They lead Christoval 14-7. Christoval on a 3rd and 1. An interception on a tip. That gave the Eagles the ball back, and they're trying to hang on and milk the clock. 2 timeouts now left for Christoval. They just used 1. Pitchback, it's Luna.
He's going to be close.
A few yards, and yes, he will be close to the first down.
They'll say he's short. That's going to be 4th down. So it's going to bring up another timeout, but it's going to also bring up a really big play here again.
Yes, it sure is. And we will go ahead and take the timeout with them. We'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Eldorado's Elias Luna gets his first interception of the year, and what a time to get it. It gave the Eagles the ball back, but they now face a 4th and 2. 2:16 to go in the game. They lead Christoval 14-7. Christoval has 2 timeouts left. If the Eagles get this first down, they're going to have to use both of them rather quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and if they don't get this, it's going to set up, once again, the Cougars in a good position.
From the wishbone with 2 tight ends, Covarrubias bows under center and whistles blow.
I think a timeout this time from Eldorado.
Timeout by the Eagles. That will leave them with 2. So the Eagles lead at 14-7. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go. It's 4th and 2, Eldorado. Christoval stops. They're going to have good field position on the 30-yard line and can tie this thing up.
Yeah, I think so. I think right now what you do is, they might have been just trying to catch them off guard to see if they jump. But I think right now, if you're Eldorado, you try to at least kick this ball away, see how far you can get them on a punt, and literally force them to try to drive the field.
Trust your defense.
Exactly. Right now, they've done a good job of forcing turnovers here. They've really been on the Cougars, and you have to kind of trust them here.
San Angelo to go. Restaurant delivery will deliver all your local favorites. You want something to eat while watching the big games this weekend? SanAngeloToGo.com or download the app from the iTunes or Google Play Store. San Angelo to go. The local way to go. 2:16 in the game. 4th and 2, Eldorado holding on to a 14-7 lead. Christoval stops. They have a chance. They're going to go ahead and punt it. Good end-over-end punt. Going to take a big Eldorado bounce. inside the 10-yard line.
Yep, and that's exactly what you want.
So the game is on the shoulders of Braden Wilcox, the junior. They tried to surprise Eldorado with the pass on the 3rd and short. Bounced in the air, and Elias Luna gets the pick. They throw a pick now. It's all over with.
And about this time, you kind of have no choice but to throw it to the air. You got 2:05 left. You got 1 timeout remaining. But, you know, you found success with those screen passes earlier. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe try to go back to that screen or get something close to where your guys are close to that out-of-bounds marker. You still got 2:05 left to go, and now it's just become a game of you don't have to worry how much time is left. You just got to try to get down there and score quickly.
Salinas goes wide to the right side. 2 receivers to the left, bottom of your screen. Wilcox carries. Wilcox, 15. Brought down close to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I can't tell if he got the first down or not.
Edgar Munoz with the stop. Almost a first down.
Yeah, you got to kind of hurry, though, once if you can't get that first down at least. The good thing about a first down is it'll stop the clock momentarily, but you got to kind of hurry here.
1:37 to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 1. There's a penalty marker down.
Let's see what this flag is.
Looks like an illegal substitution.
It's going to be against Christoval. Illegal substitution,
Wow.
which is going to back them up 5.
And you definitely can't have that if you're the offense here. That's an easy defensive mistake, but that should not be an offensive problem.
The Eagle defense holds. They are the district champions. Christoval scores. They can tie this thing up with the extra point and send it to overtime. District 8-2A, Division 2. Undefeated Cougars, number 10 ranked Eagles. Wilcox going to keep it, trying to get to the outside. Wilcox gets a block. Wilcox across the 20-yard line. And it looks like he got a first down.
Yeah, you got time now. The clock stops momentarily, but you got to hurry up. You're either going to play off or try to spike it.
Clock counting 1 minute, 10 seconds. Wilcox going to keep it. And they will stuff him this time. They've got to use that last time out.
You got to use it now.
Tried to go up the middle, and the Eldorado defense put the stop on him.
And then to use it, well, I guess they're going to let it go. I'm surprised.
Oh, no. 2nd down and 9 from the 22.
And if the Emmy's got to hurry here.
39 seconds and counting. Can the Cougars get back in it? Wilcox looking, rolling, throwing, downfield. Incomplete. Out of bounds. Intended for Clayton Edmiston, who has the touchdown reception tonight.
Yeah, and at this point, you know, you really can't afford to make these type of plays either, just waiting for your guys to get open. You got to get this thing out quick. And right now with 29 seconds, they got to keep that in mind.
It does stop the clock, though, at 29 seconds. 3rd and 7 from the 23. Eagle crowd in front of us making noise and on their feet.
This is another play right here. You don't have to try to get it all. Just try to get it enough to get you in a better 4-down position.
Wilcox from the gun, going to throw it. Heading to the right side. Here he goes. Close to the 40-yard line. He will be knocked out of bounds, though. He will get the first down near the 40-yard line.
Yes, it looks like he might have made it out.
Christoval Cougars still breathing. Still fighting. Trying to finish a perfect 10-0. 22 seconds on the clock. Workman split to the near side, 3 to the far side. The wide receiver screen, 40-yard line, out to the 43 and still in bounds.
Call that timeout.
Now they will call the timeout. Now they will call it. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We don't want to miss this fantastic finish. If you want to watch Concho Sport Network games on your TV in high definition, All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. Invite you to check it out to get the best viewing experience. Plus, if you're looking for wings, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Southwest Plaza. They make the best wings in town. Stop by before or after the game on Friday night. Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, San Angelo. I want to thank the Eldorado School District, all their officials, the coaches, everybody that has helped us with this. Thank you for your hospitality. We've had a great time. It's always sad for me to see a regular football season end. You know, it's like, man, when we play football for a regular season again, I'll be a year older.
Now and 6 coming out of the timeout for the Cougars.
Second down and 6, 14 seconds left. Christoval is out of timeouts. They're on their own 43. They have a couple of plays left, more than likely.
So right now, nothing can be out toward the center of the field. Everything should be toward the sideline.
Two backs, and there's a penalty marker now. Looks like they moved.
Yeah, it's going to be big if that's a false start.
Yep.
That's another illegal substitution.
Oh, it's a legal substitution. That's 2 on them. The penalties have really hurt Christoval tonight. Penalties and interceptions.
Now it's very, very painful coming right out of the timeout with it.
They need to put 2 more seconds back on the clock, though. The clock says 12.
Yeah.
Set up the Cougars now with a second down and 11 from their own 38-yard line.
I guess they will. They'll hold on to it.
The official, I believe, is signaling.
Yeah, they need to put 2 more on.
To put 14 seconds on the clock.
And yeah, now they got it.
Second and 11. First down won't do them much good except to stop the clock. Wilcox, reverse. Now it's going to be a halfback pass down the field and incomplete. That was Riley Workman that got the ball to throw, and he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, good idea for the trick play. And yeah, just unable to come in with the pass. And now this will pretty much be your almost your ball game. 8 seconds left.
14-7 Eldorado. Christoval still breathing, but barely. On third down, they have 8 seconds to work with from their own territory.
Well, the best you can do is probably throw up a Hail Mary.
They might try another reverse, but that one just, the passing game not really there tonight. Too many turnovers.
Oh, that should have been flagged.
There's a flag. So that'll back them up another 5. They'll be inside the 35 now.
Yeah, really the only thing I can think of is try to utilize that backward pass. And the final resort I would think of is maybe try to set up a lateral.
We were talking about extra points making the difference in these 2A level games. What if they do score? They still got to make the extra point to tie it. They have a good kicker, though, for that. 4 in the flight pattern. Wilcox one more time for the ball game. Looking, throwing deep down the middle. Tipped in the air, incomplete. He'll have another chance. 3 seconds to go. One more chance for Christoval.
Yeah, this will be your ball game right here. We take another look at the play real quick. Wilcox just throws over center. Receiver had a hand on it but couldn't bring it in.
Good coverage on the play for Eldorado. They will go into their version of the prevent defense. 3 seconds to go to the district championship of District 8-2A. Who will be the champions?
Like I said, you could try for that Hail Mary, or you could try to find some way to use that backward lateral to try to keep that ball alive.
Wilcox rolling to the near side. They're going to put it in his hands, and
he's got to get rid of it.
He is slung down at the 50-yard line, and the game is over. The number 10 Eldorado Eagles Eagles win the district championship of 8-2A. The final score, Eldorado 14, Christoval 7. The Eagles win it 14-7. And we'll be back after this on the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. Back in Eldorado, Texas, the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week has wrapped up. Welcome to the postgame show. I'm Darren Prater. Vincent Salazar is alongside. Congratulations to the Eldorado Eagles, the champions of District 8-2A Division II. They defeat Christoval tonight, handing the Cougars their only loss of the regular season. The final score, Eldorado 14, Christoval 7. Good little grudge match tonight, but it came down to penalties and turnovers, and we'll discuss that here in just a second. Here's how it all went down, though. First quarter, nothing. Back and forth interceptions. 4 interceptions in the first quarter, 2 from each team.
Yeah,
Man.
about 2 from both.
Back and forth interceptions, nothing doing. But then, 56 seconds to go until the half. Quarterback Kevin Covarrubias around the left side, a 21-yard run to put the Eagles on the board, make it 6-0, extra point good. 7-0 Eldorado. Christoval sacked Covarrubias 3 times in the first half. But again, turnovers and penalties, they were penalized 65 yards in the first half. Going into the third quarter, it was Edgar Munoz on a 1-yard run for the Eagles to put them up 13-0. And they were ahead 14-0 on the PAT. That's when Christoval came alive offensively. They got a few breaks due to penalties for the Eagles. Braden Wilcox, they were on the 3-yard line?
Yeah,
Vince?
about the 3.
He ran all the way back to the 30, ran to the right, ran to the left. I was thinking throw it away, but he threw it to Clayton Edmiston, and Edmiston gets the touchdown. PAT made it 14-7. We have a close one. It went down to the wire. 3 minutes to go. Christoval had the ball. They had it in Eagle territory inside the 25-yard line. It was only 3rd and 1. They tried a surprise pass. It was tipped in the air and intercepted by Elias Luna for the Eagles. Still, the Cougar defense held again. And Wilcox and company had one more chance at it, but it was the Eldorado Eagle defense that held up. Wilcox tried to run at the end of the game, didn't get far, and the final ended up 14-7 in the favor of the Eldorado Eagles. And congratulations to Eldorado. They're ranked number 10 in the state. They could go far in the playoffs. They have a great team. Christoval, still a very good team. They end up 9-1 on the regular season. And, teams that I like never lose. They either beat themselves or the refs beat them. And they did do a lot to themselves tonight, Vince.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. In the first half, it kind of came down to those unsportsmanlike personal penalties. That was kind of a little bit of a bonehead decision. And then going into the second half, just simple mistakes. We saw illegal substitutions in there that really cost them on their last couple of drives. So, I mean, really, yeah, they kind of beat themselves up overall in this ball game. Because you look at the stats, and a lot of those favor the Cougars in this one.
Including, getting down there and throwing the interception when it was only 3rd and 1. But they wanted to surprise them. It's kind of reminded me of the Seattle Seahawks. In the Super
Yes,
Bowl.
yeah, that was, yeah.
A little bit. Total yards tonight. Christoval, like you said, man, 345 yards to 185 for Eldorado. In the passing department, Covarrubias, 36 yards. Leading receiver, Corbin Covarrubias. He had 2 catches for 23 yards. Christoval had 117 in the air. Bo Jolly had a good game tonight, 5 catches for 72 yards. On the ground, Eldorado with 149 yards. Quarterback Kevin Covarrubias. 23 carries and 102 yards on his own. 228 yards on the ground for Christoval. Braden Wilcox, the quarterback, he has some moves. 24 carries, 175 yards. Penalties. Let's go ahead and look at those. Eldorado penalized 6 times for 65 yards. Christoval had 65 in the first half. For the whole game, 9 times for 95 yards. Very costly. And the turnovers. They both had 2 turnovers in the first half right off the bat, but it was Christoval with 4 turnovers. Eldorado, only 2 and none in the second half. So really the interception at the end, the 4 turnovers, the 95 yards and penalties. Christoval, they still could have a lot to look forward to this year, though. They're very good. Just mistakes tonight. On the road mistakes.
Yeah, they really can. I know this is definitely one that hurts to lose, but this is something you can learn quite a lot from it, because in the end, maybe you don't win the district championship, but you still got a chance to get out to Dallas to try to win that state championship. So still a lot to play for. Very happy for Eldorado. They did a fantastic job tonight, did everything they needed to do to come away with the win. I expect both of these teams to go on, have a really fun postseason. And, boy, I'll tell you, if they find some way to meet up again with each other,
that'd be great.
I'm curious to see how that one's going to end up.
That would be great. A heated matchup with a lot of emotions tonight for both of these teams. They both finished 9-1 on the regular season and will be hitting the road maybe, unless they get a home-and-home situation. Yep. They'll both be taken off for the playoffs. Well, that's the end of the regular season. It's always kind of sad. Had a great time with you, Vince Salazar. Hope we'll get to do some more. But for right now, man, it's been great. He's got his Riker hat on tonight for Waco Riker, man.
From Riker Cougars, that's right.
That's a sharp-looking hat, man. We appreciate it. Shay Harris, our executive producer, thanks for all he's done for us. Sean, our cameraman, I know he was freezing tonight, but he did a great job. And Moneyball Mike. The stats are from Moneyball Mike. He's the only one of us that can count real well. And that's still barely. But, no, he does a great job, and we really appreciate it, guys. It's been a really fun season. I'm glad I got to do this. For everybody that was a part of this one, it's the Concho Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Be safe. We love y'all. I'm Darren Prater for Vincent Salazar and everybody. So long, folks.